Did you know that buildings consume about 40% of the world's energy? Or that using smart grids could reduce our energy consumption by at least 10%? These numbers might surprise you, but they highlight a big problem and an even bigger opportunity. Energy conservation is key to a sustainable future. In this video, we'll uncover some of the most innovative and effective strategies to save energy. From the hidden power of passive energy to the future of smart grids, and from eco-friendly tech innovations to community-driven solutions, we'll explore how these methods are making a difference. You'll learn about urban planning that promotes energy savings and discover how nature's own designs inspire new technologies. We'll share unique facts, like how green roofs can cut energy use by up to 75%, and how whale fins are revolutionizing wind turbines. Join us as we dive into these exciting topics. By the end, you'll see how small changes can lead to big impacts. Get ready to be inspired and to learn why energy conservation is the key to a sustainable future. Let's get started. Chapter 1: The Hidden Power of Passive Energy. Did you know that buildings consume about 40% of global energy? That's a lot, right? One way to cut this down is by using passive energy systems. Passive energy systems are fantastic because they don't rely on mechanical devices to regulate temperature. They use natural resources like sunlight, wind, and thermal mass to keep buildings comfortable. Passive solar design is a great example. This design captures sunlight through large south-facing windows and stores the heat in materials like concrete or stone. When the sun goes down, these materials slowly release the stored heat, keeping the house warm. Then there's natural ventilation. Instead of air conditioners, it uses wind and the chimney effect to cool buildings. For instance, opening windows on opposite sides of a room can create a cross breeze, cooling the space naturally. Another neat trick is using thermal mass. Thermal mass refers to materials that absorb and store heat. During the day, they soak up the sun's heat, and at night, they release it. This helps maintain a stable indoor temperature with minimal energy use. Green roofs are another smart idea. They insulate buildings and reduce the need for heating and cooling. Plus, they absorb rainwater and provide a habitat for wildlife. The best part? These strategies can be applied to both new buildings and retrofitted into existing ones. This means you don't need a brand new house to benefit from passive energy. A fun fact: the ancient Greeks and Romans used passive solar design. They oriented their buildings to face the sun, a simple yet effective method that still works today. By adopting passive energy strategies, we can significantly cut our energy use. This not only saves money but also helps the planet. So, next time you think about home improvements, consider these timeless techniques. They're effective, eco-friendly, and cost-efficient. Chapter 2: Smart Grids, the Future of Efficient Energy. Ever heard of smart grids? They're transforming how we use and distribute electricity. Smart grids are modern electricity networks that use digital technology to monitor and manage the flow of electricity. This makes energy distribution more efficient and reliable. One cool thing about smart grids is their ability to integrate renewable energy sources like solar and wind. Unlike traditional grids, smart grids can handle the variable output of renewables. This means we can use more green energy without worrying about stability issues. Smart meters are a key component. They provide real-time data on energy use, helping consumers make informed decisions. For example, if you see that your energy use spikes in the evening, you might decide to run appliances during off-peak hours to save money. Another advantage is demand response. During peak times, smart grids can signal devices to reduce their power use. For instance, your smart thermostat could lower the heating slightly to save energy without you even noticing. Smart grids also improve outage management. They quickly detect outages and reroute power to minimize disruptions. This is a huge improvement over traditional grids, where outages can take hours or even days to resolve. Did you know that the United States Department of Energy estimates that smart grids could reduce energy consumption by at least 10%? That's a significant reduction, considering the vast amount of electricity we use daily. Moreover, smart grids enhance energy storage. They can store excess energy generated during low demand and release it during high demand. This not only balances the load but also ensures a steady energy supply. China is leading the way in smart grid technology, investing billions to upgrade its grid. By 2020, they had installed over 500 million smart meters. This massive deployment is helping China manage its energy resources more efficiently and reduce emissions. In Europe, Denmark is using smart grids to achieve its goal of 100% renewable energy by 2050. Their system optimizes the use of wind energy, which can be quite unpredictable, ensuring a stable and reliable power supply. Smart grids represent the future of energy management. They offer a more resilient, efficient, and sustainable way to distribute electricity. By adopting smart grid technologies, we can make a significant impact on our energy consumption and pave the way for a greener future. Chapter 3: Eco-friendly tech innovations. When it comes to saving energy, technology plays a huge role. Modern innovations can make a big difference in reducing our energy use. For instance, energy-efficient appliances are game changers. These devices use less energy to perform the same tasks as their traditional counterparts. According to Energy Star, energy-efficient appliances can reduce energy use by up to 50%. Smart home technology is another area making waves. Devices like smart thermostats learn your habits and adjust the temperature automatically, optimizing energy use. Imagine your home heating up just before you wake up in the morning and cooling down when you leave for work. It's all about convenience and efficiency. Then there's LED lighting. Did you know LED bulbs use up to 75% less energy than incandescent bulbs? Plus, they last 25 times longer. Switching to LEDs is an easy way to cut energy costs and reduce waste. Innovative materials also play a part. Aerogel, for example, is a super insulating material often used in spacesuits. Now, it's being used in construction to improve building insulation. This material is so effective that just a small layer can drastically cut heating and cooling costs. Electric vehicles, EVs, are another breakthrough. EVs are far more efficient than gasoline cars. A study by the US Department of Energy found that EVs convert over 77% of the electrical energy from the grid to power at the wheels, compared to 12%-30% for gasoline vehicles. This makes them a sustainable choice for the future. Battery technology is also advancing. Newer batteries store more energy and last longer. For instance, solid-state batteries are safer and more efficient than traditional lithium-ion batteries. They hold the promise of longer-lasting power for everything from smartphones to electric cars. Even our power sources are evolving. Solar panels are becoming more efficient and affordable. The National Renewable Energy Laboratory has developed solar cells with an efficiency rate of over 47%. This means we can get more energy from the same amount of sunlight. Another exciting innovation is energy harvesting. This technology captures small amounts of energy from natural sources like light, heat, or motion and converts it into electricity. Think of a smartwatch that charges itself from your body heat or a road that generates power from the cars driving on it. Adopting these technologies is not just about cutting costs, it's about building a sustainable future. As we continue to innovate, we'll find even more ways to save energy and protect our planet. Chapter 4: Community-driven energy solutions. Communities are stepping up to drive energy conservation. Local initiatives can make a big impact. One great example is community solar gardens. These shared solar arrays allow multiple people to benefit from a single solar installation. Residents can buy or lease a portion of the array and receive credit on their electricity bills for the power produced. Take Colorado, for instance. The state has one of the largest community solar programs in the US, providing clean energy to thousands of households. This model makes solar power accessible to people who might not have suitable roofs or the upfront capital for their own solar panels. Cooperative wind farms are another effective solution. In Denmark, community-owned wind farms are common. These cooperatives allow locals to invest in wind power and share the profits. It's a win-win situation. The community gets clean energy and financial returns. Local governments are also playing a role. Cities like Vancouver have set ambitious goals to become carbon neutral. Vancouver aims to derive 100% of its energy from renewable sources by 2050. They're investing in public transit, cycling infrastructure, and energy-efficient buildings to reach this goal. Energy efficiency programs are also popular. Many communities offer incentives for residents to upgrade to energy-efficient appliances or improve home insulation. These programs can significantly reduce household energy use. Educational initiatives are key, too. Schools and community centers often run workshops on energy conservation. These programs teach people how to reduce their energy use and lower their bills. Knowledge is power, and these initiatives empower individuals to make sustainable choices. Grassroots movements are making a difference as well. Groups like Transition Towns focus on building local resilience. They organize projects around renewable energy, local food production, and sustainable transportation. Their goal is to reduce dependence on fossil fuels and create more self-sufficient communities. One inspiring project is the Bristol Energy Cooperative in the UK. They've installed solar panels on community buildings and developed wind projects, generating clean energy and reinvesting profits into local initiatives. Chapter 5: Urban Planning for a Greener Tomorrow. Urban planning plays a crucial role in energy conservation. Smart city designs can significantly reduce energy use and carbon emissions. One effective strategy is creating walkable cities. When cities are designed with pedestrians in mind, people are more likely to walk or bike instead of driving. This reduces traffic congestion and lowers pollution levels. Take Copenhagen, for example. It's one of the most bike-friendly cities in the world. About 62% of its residents commute by bike daily. This not only saves energy but also promotes a healthier lifestyle. Another great idea is green roofs. These are rooftops covered with vegetation. They provide insulation, which helps reduce heating and cooling costs. Plus, they absorb rainwater, reducing the risk of flooding. According to a study by the National Research Council of Canada, green roofs can reduce building energy use by up to 75%. Public transportation is also key. Efficient and reliable public transit systems encourage people to leave their cars at home. Cities like Tokyo and Zurich have some of the best public transportation networks, leading to lower energy consumption and less air pollution. Mixed-use development is another smart approach. This means designing neighborhoods where homes, shops, and workplaces are close together. It reduces the need for long commutes and makes it easier for people to walk or bike. Urban planners also focus on energy-efficient buildings. New constructions are being designed with high energy performance in mind. This includes using better insulation, energy-efficient windows, and advanced HVAC systems. Retrofits of existing buildings can also make a big difference. The Empire State Building, for instance, underwent an energy retrofit that cut its energy use by 38%. Parks and green spaces are essential too. They not only provide recreational areas but also help cool cities. Trees and plants absorb carbon dioxide and release oxygen, improving air quality. A study by the US Forest Service found that urban trees can reduce building energy use for heating and cooling by up to 25%. Smart lighting is another strategy. LED streetlights and motion sensors can reduce energy use while ensuring public safety. In Los Angeles, switching to LED streetlights saved the city about $9 million annually in energy costs. Chapter 6: Harnessing Nature, Biomimicry in Energy Conservation. Biomimicry is an exciting field where nature inspires innovative solutions. By mimicking natural processes, we can create efficient and sustainable energy systems. One fascinating example is how termite mounds inspire natural cooling systems. Termite mounds maintain a stable internal temperature despite extreme outside temperatures. Architects have used this concept to design buildings that stay cool without air conditioning. Take the Eastgate Center in Zimbabwe. It uses a ventilation system modeled after termite mounds, reducing energy use by 90% compared to conventional buildings. Another example is the lotus effect. The leaves of the lotus plant are extremely water repellent due to their microscopic structure. This concept has led to the development of self-cleaning surfaces and more efficient solar panels that stay cleaner and more effective over time. Whale fins have inspired wind turbine design. The bumps on a humpback whale's fins reduce drag and increase lift. Applying this to wind turbines has resulted in blades that are 20% more efficient. The beak of the kingfisher bird has influenced train design. The shape of its beak allows the bird to dive into water with minimal splash. Engineers used this shape to redesign the front of Japan's bullet trains, reducing noise and energy use by 15%. Spider silk is another marvel. It's incredibly strong and flexible. Researchers are studying its properties to create better materials for energy storage and transmission. Leaf patterns have inspired solar panel layouts. By mimicking the way leaves arrange themselves to capture sunlight, solar panels can be more efficient. This method, called biomimetic solar array design, can increase energy capture by up to 20%. Sharkskin has led to energy-saving innovations as well. The texture of sharkskin reduces drag, inspiring materials that can reduce friction in water and air, saving energy in transportation. Bioluminescence, the natural light produced by some organisms, is being studied for its potential in energy-efficient lighting. Imagine streetlights that mimic the glow of fireflies or deep-sea creatures, providing illumination with minimal energy.